Hello everyone. Actually, I want to share one of the stories that I had written long back because nowadays we are talking or have started talking about grit, and this story is somehow related to grit and perseverance. The time I wrote this story, I was not aware of the concept or the psychology of grit and perseverance, but I had written it from my daily experience. So here the story goes. I wonder what's beyond the wall. This park, where I often go for morning walks, is a safe haven for many young and old people staying in the surrounding localities for their daily dose of oxygen, early morning and evening. It was early winter, and the trees of mango, ashoka, silver oak, and shami swayed to the gentle breeze, and the grass appeared to rise and fall seamlessly over the dunes. A few walkers exercised in the open air gym, and those in the laughter club laughed in weird pitches and tones. Just then, I saw a short and stocky young man sitting on the wall surrounding a dune of grass. He was fair with brown hair, delicate features, and wore a checked red shirt and blue jeans. A crowd of 5 to 6 people had gathered around him as he held a charcoal piece in his hand and was drawing on a canvas. A girl of 5 was sitting beside him and he was looking at her off and on. It appeared that he was drawing her portrait. Being an art enthusiast, I got very excited about his art and stood beside another man watching. After some time, I realized that he was a good artist and had drawn the girl's portrait quite well. He took rupees 50 for each portrait. After all the people left, I waited and complimented him. That was a good job. He smiled wryly. I did not understand. Later, I met Sumit almost every day, and after finishing his portrait duty, he would come and walk with me. Since it became quite regular, we got talking. He told me about his family, his early background, and his work. I work in a school as a clerk. I smiled and nodded. He continued, things never work in my favor. I looked at him and he said, we had a one room kitchen house and I had no space to study. Moreover, I got sick before my 12th board exams. I had studied very well and was sure to go into engineering, but I couldn't. I tried to comfort him and said, you are not doing bad. You are looking after your sister and mother. So don't think about the past. He lamented. No, I see all my classmates having progressed and become managers and doctors and all. I feel so sad. I patted his back and we left. We met later for a few times and he said, you know what? I could have become a good artist, but you see, there's no place in my house. After some days, I had stopped trying to comfort him. He did not come to the park for the next 1 or 2 months. When he came, I asked him, what happened? You were missing. He moaned. First election duty, then mother got sick. I think I have to stop drawing. I had an urge of telling him not to, but he seemed so demotivated that I kept quiet. After that, I did not see him for another whole year. One day, I was strolling through Lakshmi Road taking in the Diwali ambience. There were shops in the sidewalk selling colorful rangolis, earthen painted diyas, and some stone jewelry when Sumit suddenly came and stood in front of me. He looked unkempt with a jeans and a faded cotton kurta. Here his beard had also grown up. He smiled and gestured. He smiled and greeted. Namaste, ma'am. I was taken by surprise due to his sudden appearance. I raised my eyebrows and said, Namaste, namaste. I continued, so what's going on? How is our portrait artist? He said, I have stopped drawing since then. For 6 months, I did a business of flex board printing. Then what happened? I closed it down. It used to be very late for going home. When the workers did not come, we had to do their jobs. I had almost lost interest and I started getting drawn towards a shop of lanterns. He said, after that, I became a partner in an event management business. But then people are so finicky, They got on my nerves. So I left. Now I concluded my observation because I had discovered a pattern. Sumit ventured into every new activity with enthusiasm, but he could never sustain himself with anything because he could never get into the hard part of his ventures. Every job or business or art draws a person towards itself, and it has a part which you find welcome and a part which is difficult. The other aspect of these people is that they expect huge success early on with very small effort, and with their expectations not fulfilled, they quit. Medicine has a part which is immensely satisfying and other one which is a drudgery. When doctors get emergencies, they don't exactly enjoy them every time. They may find the challenge inviting at times, but certainly not all times. Recently, I saw the injuries that a sitar player had on his fingers due to intensive practice sessions, but amidst accolades, he had to accept it with a pinch of salt and continue. I wrote a 6 word story which goes like this. I wonder what's beyond the wall. I think I think every skill, business, sport faces that wall of difficulties. But if you push hard enough and long enough, it falls and success meets you beyond. You have to develop the tenacity needed for holding yourself intact and keep going. A number of times we learn what not to do from these simple real world examples. But then I wonder when Sumit will realize this. So, this was a story written about maybe 5, 6 years back, and it is so relevant even today when we are talking about grit. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it gets you thinking. So, thank you so much.